All is well, Austin. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so you guys pretty much dominated the whole portions of the game, especially later on. How were you able to dictate the game so well, especially later on in the second half?
Well, it was our effort early on that set the tone where we were hustling for balls and tracking down rebounds and we had 15 offensive rebounds today. I think that's a season high for us, and we out rebounded them as a team today, which is another thing that we've been working on. That's a big part of something that we're really working on is rebounding the ball on both ends of the floor. They were definitely coming after us, and they did a nice job themselves. I mean, we were up, but that game was close for a lot of the time, and it had a lot to do with just two teams working real hard. And I feel like we were able to continue with that tempo and that setting that tone of the game where we were outworking them for the hustle plays for the majority of the time, and that's what we pride ourselves on.
So you guys basically been shooting a lot of 3-point shots and have been active. Is there any focus with the team and the coaching staff, especially when facing teams in terms of size?
Well, certain teams are going to play it different ways, and you got to be able to knock down the three when they're playing off you and they're trying to trace and trying to stop you from getting the ball inside. When you got the look, you got to take it. And so there was some opportunities today where we missed some that we got good looks. I mean, we had some real good looks that we didn't finish on the 3-point line, especially. But we just keep working at it. We took a lot of shots this week at practice. We took a lot of shots today in shoot around. We're just trying to get balls up and challenge ourselves to play with a pace. And you got to be able to hit them when you're tired too. So some of the times we got loose and we got open, but we got to get our legs into it a little bit better and knock them down when we're tired. So, good job of moving the ball today and creating the looks, and we hit some, but we could do better from the 3-point line, and we got to be willing to hit those shots when they give them to them, as they are, obviously going to play us different ways, different teams. And today the 3-pointer was there, for most of the game.
We saw Dahome and we saw Sidney Palermo come off the bench and have a pretty good spark for the team, I'd say. Being able to knock down a lot of shots, especially from three. What does it mean to be able to have that production come off the bench and be able to provide that spark to the team that, the starting lineup is providing, but, whenever you bring in more players, be able to get that spark to be able to going?
Well, you got to have a rotation that, serves, off the bench and in the starting lineup. For us, starting, coming off the bench, it's not a big focus of, an importance. Everybody that's in the game or is ready to come in the game has to be willing to do what the team needs. And, when you come off the bench like Sid did today and, you finish around the basket pretty well and you rip some rebounds, some rebounds that were 50-50 and she was able to rip them away. That's what we need from Sydney and anybody that comes off the bench, that, that aggressive mentality that when I'm on the floor, there's going to be no drop off from a starter's effort. Somebody might hit a shot off the bench or someone might miss a shot off the bench. But, again, that energy, that effort, that willingness to talk and to defend, it's really important that when we come off the bench, we come in with that, that energy to get out there and to make sure we're keeping that defense at a great, culture where we're talking loud and we're ready to get in there and use the fresh legs to get after it and, cause a turnover or make sure that we're bringing that fresh energy in. So I thought today that was a very good culture for us that we came off the bench today. And even if we missed some shots or didn't execute a play real well, we were working hard. And that kind of effort, whoever's in the game is so important for us. We can't have any drop off just by subbing.
Any adjustments you guys have to make in preparation for game 2 to finish off a second sweep?
Absolutely. We'll be up all night tonight. With these night games and the quick turnaround till tomorrow, the student athletes are going to go to bed tonight and get a good night's rest and recover. And us as coaches, we're going to be up and watching video and clipping and watching to see what we can, finding some ways to, see what we needed to get adjusted for on both ends of the court. Youngstown State definitely did some nice things today, and we got to tighten some screws up for tomorrow, and it ain't going to fix itself. So, get to the video, making sure tomorrow we get after it and, we learn from the mistakes we made today and make some adjustments. That's going to be a key part of tomorrow's game. Being back to back like this, you got to be ready to turn it around quickly and you got to outwork your opponents.
All right. Thank you, Coach. I appreciate it. And I'll see you after tomorrow's game.
All right. Thanks a lot, Austin.
Thanks.